Storytime. The Corrupt Chief. In the heart of the African savannah, nestled in the small village of Nkosi, lived a chief named Chief Obi. By day, he wore a grand smile, but by night, he counted his stolen riches. The village knew his name, but they didn't know his true nature. Musa, a young and determined villager, often sat under the old baobab tree, thinking about the chief's empty promises. One hot evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Musa was returning home when he heard hushed voices coming from the chief's compound. Curious, he crept closer and hid behind the tall grass, straining to hear. Chief Obi and his friends were laughing about a new plan to take more money from the villagers. "They'll never know," Chief boasted. "By the time they realize, I'll be far away with their money." Musa's heart pounded as he overheard their wicked scheme. He knew he had to act quickly. The danger was real. Chief Obi was known for his ruthless ways. Anyone who crossed him faced severe consequences, often disappearing without a trace. But Musa's sense of justice burned brighter than his fear. He raced to his closest friends' homes under the cover of darkness, sharing what he had overheard. Gathered in a dimly lit hut, Musa and his friends plotted late into the night. The air was thick with gathered in a dimly lit hut. Musa and his friends blotted late into the night. The air was thick with tension, and every sound outside made them ump. They knew they had only one chance to expose Chief Obi. The night before the village meeting, Musa could hardly sleep. He tossed and turned, imagining all the ways their plan could go wrong. What if Chief Obi found out and silenced them before they could speak? What if the villagers were too afraid to believe them? The task was enormous, but Musa knew they had to. As dawn broke, the villagers began to gather under the sprawling baobab tree for the meeting. The tension was palpable. Chief Obi stood tall, his robes gleaming in the morning sun, exuding confidence and authority. Musa's heart raced as he stepped forward, clutching the evidence tightly in his hands. "Chief Obi," Musa began, his voice trembling but resolute, "we have trusted you, but today we reveal the truth. You have betrayed us all." He handed the evidence to his friends, who displayed it for everyone to see photographs of Chief Obi's hidden wealth, recordings of his deceitful plans. The crowd gasped in shock and anger. Chief Obi's face twisted with rage and fear. "Lies," he bellowed. "These are all lies." But the villagers, now armed with the undeniable truth, were no longer afraid. The tension reached its peak as Chief Obi, realizing his time was up, tried to flee. The villagers, fueled by years of frustration, blocked his escape. "You will face justice," they cried. In a desperate attempt to save himself, Chief Obi threw fistfuls of money at the crowd, but it only fueled their anger. They chased him through the village, cornering him at the edge of a raging river. With nowhere left to run, Chief Obi plunged into the water, but the currents were too strong. The villagers watched as he was swept away, his cries for help swallowed by the roaring waters. The next morning, Chief Obi's lifeless body was found downstream. Musa and his friends, though saddened by the tragic end, knew they had brought justice to Nkosi. They vowed to rebuild their village, fostering a community of honesty and mutual respect. The story of Chief Obi became a legend, a grim reminder that corruption and greed lead to inevitable downfall. And Musa, the brave young man who dared to challenge the tyrant, became a beacon of hope and integrity for the people of Nkosi. Please like and follow for more.